power duplicating in Affinity is a massive time saver. And to do this, we're going to grab the pen tool. And let's find the center. There we go. Click and drag holding Shift to make a vertical line. And let's go and change the stroke weight. Let's thicken you up. There we go. And what we're going to do is use this technique to create a clock. So effectively repeating a bunch of shapes around a central point with the spacing between each one being the same. So first of all, to do this, we need to go to the cog in the options bar at the top and just make sure this option here is turned on, enable transform origin. And you can see this anchor point appears at the center of the selected object. And we can grab this and move it around, but we're going to position this in the middle. So now we've adjusted the transform point. Now if we grab this point and try to rotate this, it's going to rotate it around that central point. So what we need to do now with the main selection tool selected is just press return. And then what we can do is check the duplicate option. And we could type, for example, 30 is the number of copies. I know a clock doesn't have 30 hours in it, but don't worry, we'll come back and fix this in a minute. And for the rotation, we're going to type 360 degrees, /, which is for divide, and then we're going to divide it by the number of copies. So if we type 30 and then just press tab or click in another box, you can see we now have 30 copies all repeated around that central point and all spaced an equal width apart. So what we can do now is change the number of copies to 12. And then for the rotation, we just do 360 / 12. And there we go. We have the 12 hours on a clock. Press return. And then if you want to, you can go and grab the transform point and you can snap it back to the center of the object. Now let's say we want to change the size of all of these, but we don't want to recreate them and repeat that entire process. What we can do is select everything and then turn on this option up here, transform objects separately. Now that's enabled, we do have to grab this anchor point here, this transform point, and make sure we snap it to the center of the selected object. Because what we're going to do now is edit the one selected object and all of the others are going to change as well. So it's very important to set the transform point correctly. Now we've done that, let's just go and grab this point here and we'll scale this. And you can see it does something very undesirable. Let's hold down Command or Control as well. Nope, still undesirable. This is the secret sauce. So if we hold down Shift as well, look at that. Now we're scaling to or from the center. And by adjusting this one object, we're adjusting all of them at the same time. So remember, that's click and drag and then hold Command or Control and Shift. And now we can let go. And if we deselect this option here, we can now scale everything up or down as a whole. Now you can see that when I am scaling this up or down, it's maintaining that 20-point stroke weight. And you may want the stroke weight to stay the same. But what if you want to scale up or down proportionally? So let's shrink it down. And let's just say I quite like these 12 chunky clock points. And as I scale them up, I want them to look exactly the same. All we have to do is go down to the transform panel and check this option here, Scale Override. And if you click the arrow alongside, you get lots of options for what things will have scale override applied to them. And with this option enabled, we can just scale this up. And you can see it maintains its appearance and the stroke weight is now 100. And there's a look at power duplicating objects in Affinity.